This is when it got so serious, bro, that I didn't even know what to do. Bro, I could be playing 2K, bro. She coming to the door. Sale cuadro. Start ransacking everything. Pulling out all the gavetas, all the cabinets is getting pulled out, everything. Going through under the show, everything. Bro, I'm talking about my mom was the feds, bro, like, and she ain't never find nothing. I'm not even gonna lie to you, it's officially hoodie season, you feel me? It's officially hoodie season. That I live in NYC or the tri-state area, anywhere in the East Coast, up, you feel me, whatever. On the north side though, it's looking real ugly today. Like, I'm looking outside my window right now, and it's looking real disgusting today. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. But we not here for that. You feel me? We here for another story time by Young Fanum with the candle. Y'all want those story times, right? I'm trying to drop one story time a week, low key, like don't even tell nobody. Matter of fact, tell everybody. Now, look, I got the new cam right here, you feel me? It's the new camera. We're using the old camera for this video because, yo, hold on, I forgot something. If you ever had to go home because you had to take a number 2, yo, listen, go ahead and smash that like button. I know everybody and their mother had to go home and go do that, you feel me, handle that business, feel me? Yo, this new cam right here, I ain't gonna lie, like, it's, yo, ooh, boy. The only reason I'm not recording from this camera right now, because I'm using the old camera, even though the old camera's still valid, but the microphone on this camera is trash, so I got an external, all right, look. That's my setup, you feel me? I got the external mic right here. Yeah, long story short, this camera, I need batteries and some other stuff, and it didn't come with it, so I had to order it, and it's on the way, bada boom, whatever. So we fake got an interesting story time, low key, like, you know what I'm saying? We low key. This is a low key interesting story time. For those of you who watch my whole story time playlist, you feel me? I have a whole bunch of new subs because of this channel, and y'all wanna have, you feel me? Y'all took y'all own time and was like, you know what? I'm gonna go watch this old stuff, you feel me? From 1 year, 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Even 3 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't young and I was a little kid. I didn't really know what I was doing on the tube, and I used to show like my PlayStation friends, like, yo, bro, I posted a vid today, bro, go check it out, bro. Feel me? I was mad young or whatever. But look. Alright, let me put the ballistics on real quick, cause I'm about to be talking for a little minute. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you ain't smashed that like button already, I don't know what you waiting for. I don't know what you waiting for. Alright, let me chill. Alright, we going all the way back to when I was like 17 years old, like, I'm gonna say 16, but I'm gonna really go with 17 because that's when I first saw like a little bit of money from YouTube, because I was making 2K videos. If you didn't know already, I had a whole 2K. I still got it up, but I don't really post no more, to be honest. I had a whole 2K channel and I was making, look, yo, I ain't gonna lie, like, there's people who play 2K and there's people like me who play 2K and get money from playing 2K. Like, I was getting racks from playing 2K, bro. And I wasn't on some, you feel me, competition or some like, oh, he's dumb nice. I was valid. Like, I used to hold it down, you feel me? Even though people want to talk and say otherwise, you just know, I used to put that pain in, you feel me? There's video documentation of me violating, you feel me? Just know that. But long story short, I was getting a whole bunch of, I was getting money, like, you feel me? I'll get like, at first, when I first started, my first like YouTube check or whatever was like $250, right? $500, $750. Then it went up to like $1,500, 3 bands, 2, whatever. Like, it was, you know what I'm saying, fluctuate, whatever. And it's back when I'm 17, you feel me? I'm still in high school, whatever. But I was quiet. I was always like when it came to money or whatever, like, I won't even let you know how much you won't even know. Like, what's up? Like, you don't even know. Feel me? So long story short, you feel me? My mother comes from a 9-to-5 concept. You feel me? She knows that if you make a business, you could, you know what I'm saying, you could become extremely rich or wealthy, whatever you want to call it, right? In her head, like, you feel me? And that's my mother. You know, I love my mother, bro. You feel me? But in her head, you have to go to school to even make a business. Like, everything has to work through school. Like, you feel me? It's like you gotta get that piece of paper. And I feel her because from her time, you feel me? Sometimes you gotta understand where that person is coming from. And I get it. Like, you feel me? Eventually, I understood. Like, okay, this is where she coming from. In her time, if you didn't have that piece of paper, you weren't doing nothing, bro. You weren't doing nothing. Unless you had the right connections, you was not doing nothing. And especially from where, you know, my family comes from. We come from metal ceilings, you feel me? No tiles on the floor, like, talking about DR, like, back in the 80s and 90s and all that. Like, we was never known for, my family, my bloodline, we never known for having bread, bro. Never, bro. We really came from the mud. Like, we came, you know what I'm saying? And in reality, right now, it's really me and like one of my other cousins. We just doing our thing right now, like, for real, like, really putting on for the fam. Long story short though, you feel me, in her head, I had to go to, like, there was no way I wasn't going to school, like, you feel me? And if you haven't watched the video on the day I dropped out of college, whatever, you can go see that. It's a story time on that too. It's in the playlist. But long story short, I ended up doing YouTube, right? I was doing YouTube before I even, you know, graduated high school and all that. And what happened was, I was seeing little, you know what I'm saying, itty bitty change or whatever. I was working in the deli still. I mean, I was in the deli going hard with my son Jaime Hand, you know what I'm saying? And in Highbridge by Ogden. I used to love working there low key. Man, shout out to Big BX, man. Little vibes, man. Little vibes, man. Big BX, man. But look. So long story short, I was young, right? And I'm not gonna say my mom's, you know what I'm saying? In that time, my mom was making like, I ain't gonna hold you, I'm gonna keep it a buck. She was making like, I think like 2,500, maybe 3,000, like 3 bands a month around there, something like that. And I was doing the same thing, low key, bringing it home from, you know what I'm saying, playing 2K. I was playing 2K, and she didn't understand that. Like she didn't get it. But I wasn't really showing her the checks. I would always explain to her, always talk to her about it. But you know what I'm saying? Like I got like my mom is like ancient, like she not old, but she not old fashioned. You feel me? Like she not really like, she don't understand, bro. Like if you see you talk to her, you gonna know what I'm talking about. Like you don't really get it. But she tries her best to understand you. That's a fact, though. You feel me? I keep it a buck. But she don't really get it, and then that's cool, whatever. You feel me? Because you know who gotta get it, you gotta get it. I gotta get it. As long as I understand what I'm doing, I'm good. Whatever. Same thing to you, right? So long story short, I had a bunk bed. I had like everything I had. She had bought it for me. You get it? Like everything I had in that time when I was 16, whatever I had, you know, at that age, youngin, like real kid. My mother bought for me. So the bunk bed, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 3, like I'm talking about before that, right? She had got for me. She's not used to me going ahead and getting stuff for myself now, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't used to me coming home with a whole bunch of groceries, stocking the fridge up. She wasn't used to, you feel me? You know, a whole bunch of Amazon packages non-stop coming through that door every day for like the next 3 months. She wasn't used to that. So I feel her, like it looked kind of weird. Now my room was real basic. My room's still basic now, you feel me? It's mad small. Like, so long story short, I started changing up the room little by little. I bought a corner desk. It seemed like an office kind of desk, you know. I bought 2 monitors. I bought the PlayStation 4 Pro. Gave my brother gave my brother a PS4. Buying mics, studio equipment. I was buying all type of sneakers, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hoodies, all that. I mean, I came home in a car. Like I was like, you know, I left in the train. Like one day I was so mad because I told my people, yo, I want a car, and they thought I was playing, bro. So you know what? And I spent 3 weeks telling these people I want a car. Take me to the place to buy cars. I got the money, and they thought I was capping. I bet, bro. I took the D train all the way. Pause. To the D train all the way to Brooklyn, and I came back in the car, bro. You feel me? Took the train, came back in the car, pulled up, off the lot. My first whip, and I still got her because I dead love her. And I put up to the block with her, and everybody like mad confused because you know I got a baby face now, but imagine even back, I had a mean baby face even like 2 years, 3 years ago. Like it was even worse. So she's seeing all these money moves, and she don't know what's going on. You feel me? And then I start noticing the stuff she started doing. I'm about to put you on, yo. So I would come through my door, right, and out of nowhere she'll like pop, like she's cooking. Like my kitchen is right there. Like as soon as you walk in, we got the dining room and then the kitchen. You feel me? So like 1 and 2. So all you gotta do is look to your left when you walk into the apartment. Bro, I walk into the apartment. She instantly stopped whatever she doing and runs to me just to smell my hands. Cause she thought I was, you know, touching some weed or whatever. Cause she ain't even, I don't know how coke smell. I ain't never dealt with coke. I ain't never sold coke in my life. So I don't know if coke smell or I don't really know. But you know what I'm saying? She wanted to figure out if I was touching some, you know what I'm saying, some drugs. She saw I was moving drugs, bro. No cap. Cause she was, you know what I'm saying? But she didn't say that. I didn't even know that. I thought she just thought I was smoking it or something, for me. But eventually I started noticing, wow. Yeah, we had a couple situations. One of my, you know, my cousin did 11 years. You know what I'm saying? One of my uncles did some time too. No, Paul, I think he did some time and then got deported. Like, if I had a whole bunch, we got a whole bunch of like stuff in the back that we ain't even really talk about. But long story short, so I found that kind of weird. I would always laugh it off, like, mommy, like, leave me, like, what's going on? Like, chill. Walking into my room, you know, so I started getting into colognes heavy. Like, I started buying a lot of colognes. I'm a big fan of smelling good, like, by any means possible. I'ma smell good, like, whatever. For me, Double HM, Hustle Hard Nation, you know what I mean? So I got all these colognes. I'm always smelling good. I'm going outside. Now, I wasn't wearing, like, silky shirts or certain stuff like that yet, you feel me? Because I'm a slowly, you know what I'm saying, transition, switch up the flow eventually, whatever. But I wasn't looking like El Chapo's Hitman or nothing like that. But I was, you know, I was looking alright. You feel me? I ain't gonna hold you. I was a little fly young and I was looking good. My own little way of like putting myself together. But anyway, that's cool. She did the finger smelling, nothing, right? Alright, bet. Fast forward some more. I would randomly come to my room and everything is in a different location. I'd be like, yo, why is everything in a different location? As if somebody tried. It's like somebody came into the room, moved a whole bunch of stuff and tried to put it back, but they didn't put it back exactly the way it's supposed to put it back. So I'm like, yo, mama, like, what's going on? Like, I come into the room and I see all these boxes all over the place. Like, what's going on? Now, yo, you sure I'm not capping? Look, you see there's a couple boxes right here. Excuse my desk, but you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm always getting boxes coming in every day. Like no funny, like, I've been having boxes come to my crib for the past, like, for every 2 days for the past, like, 3 years, like, coming to my crib consistently. I buy it, you feel me? And, you know, I see the concern, you feel me? Me and my mailman, like this, like, my son is, yo, what? Son right there, he coming through. What's going on, bro? See you doing your thing. Alright, yo, here's your, you know what I'm saying? Son right here. Alright, bad girl, yo, alright, buddy. Like, that's my son, you feel me? But nah, long story short, by the way, I'm still in high school. I'm a senior in high school. She breaking in the door. It be so real sometimes, bro. I had somebody over, right? Like, you know what I'm saying, a friend or somebody. It don't even matter, like, anybody. And she'll tell me, she'll do weird stuff like, oh, can you go to the store for me? Like, she never asked me that, like, ever. Like, we got people like on the block that can just go to the store for us. But whenever she asked me to go to the store, like, you feel me, like, alright, whatever. Like, I'm gonna go do it, whatever. So I would leave with my mans or whoever was with me, bro. Bro, I come back to the door locked, like, and she's in the room just looking for something that I don't know what she's looking for. And, you know, I just start laughing, but I never understood why she did it until she told me what she told me. I'm gonna tell you right now. Now the last thing she did before I knew something was up, bro, I would come out of high school and I would consistently see my family members, like an uncle or a friend of hers, like a really good friend of hers that really like a family friend, like a really good family friend. You know what I'm saying? Consistently, bro, like on Thursdays, on Fridays, and they'll just be there, like not even telling me they was gonna pick me up or nothing. And sometimes they didn't even pick me up. They just happened to be there at the same time I was coming out of school. You feel me? And it was weird, like why y'all here? Like, you feel me? So I put 2 and 2 together. They was scoping me out. They was stalking me. They wanted to see how I was getting this bread, bro. Mind you, I've been telling her that's from the 2. It's from the 2. I ain't bet. So here we get interested in that. You feel me? Like every mother, you feel me, and they son, you feel me? You have your occasional arguments or whatever. You go at it sometimes. And I started noticing, like, whenever she popped to me, she'd be like, "Ain't don't worry about it. I'm gonna find out how you getting that money. You gonna see." Bro, I used to be like, "Yo, bro, I'm talking about YouTube checks, bro. Like, I don't know how to show it to her. Bro, sometimes I come home 5 bands cash. You feel me? And I ain't gonna hold you, because I was also helping. You feel me? That's one thing about me. You feel me? My biggest downfall is I'm always helping people. You feel me? I send money to DR. I go buy my son some new cakes. You feel me? I go buy my other son like some other stuff too. By the way, I don't really mean my son's son. I mean like a friend of mine. I just call him. You feel me? Oh, that's my son. Whatever. Feel me? If my man's hungry, yo, we out, bro. Come on, bro. We out to the taco shop. Alright, we out to the truck, bro. The truck don't take no car, bro. We gotta take the cash. So stuff like that. You feel me? It was big red flags for her, you know, and I get it. But here's when it got real bad. I'm gonna tell you right. Here's where it got. This is when it got so serious, bro, that I didn't even know what to do. Bro, I could be playing 2K, bro. She coming to the door. Sale cualo. Sal. Bro, she coming to the room, start ransacking everything. Pulling out all the gavetas, all the cabinets is getting pulled out, everything. Going through under the show, everything. Bro, I'm talking about my mom was the feds, bro, like, and she ain't never find nothing. But you know how moms be, they never wrong, so they just look at you like, cause they never gonna say they was wrong, they just gonna look at you. Like, bro, if I was really moving, you think I'm keeping it in the crib, bro? Come on, bro. Yeah, after that, bro, I already knew what's up. She thought I was moving, whatever. So December on YouTube, bro, is the highest paid month. Like December this year, I'm trying to post every day on that day. You feel like I'm finna get paid. I gotta get that bag by any means possible. Come on, bro, stop playing. So I'm about to go dumb in December. I'm trying to post like 25 vids in that whole month at least. You feel me? I'm gonna go for 22, 25, but I'm going for like 25. For real. I'm really gonna go hard. And long story short, 2 years ago, right, I think in that 1 month, I made like $12,000 in that 1 month, bro. For me, I'm dropping numbers for y'all. I'm keeping it a buck. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't gonna hold y'all blew that money though. But so I get paid those 12 bands, and yo, bro, it was like I robbed the bank. She was like, yo, she was like, yo, please tell me the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm your mother. Like, you could be honest with me. I'm like, yo, bro, it's YouTube, bro. It's that YouTube, bro. Like, this is the wave. Like, you gotta understand. You gotta get in tune. Like, nah, this can't be real. There's no way. You don't have a degree. You don't have paper, and by paper is a degree. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, how can you? There's no way. Like, and that's another thing that's a big pet peeve of mine, bro. I can't be smart if I don't go to school, bro. Who came up with that? If I don't go to school, I'm automatically inferior to you, bro. What? Like, if you go to school for STEM, bro, I get it. Alright, engineering, you want to be a doctor, alright, cool, bro. You gotta go to school. I'm not letting a doctor that said he was you know what I'm saying, he was self-taught in his apartment in 3B up in, no, bro. I'm not. You're not operating on me, bro. You're dumb. Like, so doctors, architects, you know what I'm saying, engineers, physics, you know what I'm saying, people like that. Yeah, you go to school. People that want to open a bookshop, or people that want to open a corner store, deli, you feel me, or hookah shop, bro. Why are you going to school, bro? It don't even make sense to me, bro. Bro, you could just buy books, bro. Go online, go on Google, bro. Search up everything you have a question to, bro. There's an answer for on the internet, bro. Even though I ain't gonna lie, even the doctor stuff there is too. But you gotta go to school for that. Like, you're not operating on me, bro. I'm letting you know right. You're not doing it. But I'm saying though, like, when it comes to other stuff like that, bro, you don't have to go to school. Like, what are you talking about? And like, I was gonna go to school for architecture, so I would, you feel me? I would have, but I could have, if I really wanted, like, let's say I really didn't want to go to school, I really couldn't afford it or whatever, like, right? Like, at all, like, and there was no way, like, right? And I really wanted to do architecture, I could have still self-learned, went to some like third world country, for me, opened up my little firm, and I bet you I would have got clients coming through, as long as I knew what I was doing. For me, just small projects, nothing too major, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that, but that's extreme though. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even gotta do all that. So basically, long story short, in her head though, if I ain't go to school, there was no way I was getting this money. And I'm gonna keep it told with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Listen, if you're not from New York, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. There's only like 3 ways you can make it out here: basketball, school, right? Quote unquote school, right? And you're not really making it, but like, you whatever, like, you maintain it. Most of the school people I know, they be mad sad, bro, and depressed and stuff. Like, you feel me? They be going through it, like, cause they live in their parents' dream. I don't know what's going on with that. That's why I'm so like off that. But whatever, bro. So basketball, school, and like a city job. Like if you get a city job, like you the shit. Like you lit. Like you dead set. I'm dead ass. Like as long as you like the city job, like bro, you got mad benefits, pensions, all that other stuff. If you really like the job, bro, you lit, bro. And after that, it's pretty much nothing. After that, you have to go, you feel me, against the grain, which is basically owning a business. That's against the grain. People don't commonly do that, bro. Oh, I got a business. I'm 22 with a business. I'm 28 with a business. You feel me? I'm 26. I'm 19 with, you know, I'm self-employed. That word self-employed, like that's not common. Like when people hear that, they just be like, nah, he's doing something. Like nah. And the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I live in the Bronx, it don't help it. You feel me? My mother doesn't see all that. You feel me? She came here early 90s or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Early 90s, late 80s. You know what I'm saying? That was that cocaine, that crack, that heroin. That I don't know what they were selling, what else they were selling, but they were selling all that. So you feel me? I get it. You feel me? See, that's why I said sometimes you gotta put yourself in that person's shoes to really understand where they coming from. You feel me? And I get it. But nah, long story short, bro, you feel me? Just to get y'all all, just to wrap up this whole whatever, you feel me? Cause she swore I was selling drugs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Escobar, Phantom or whatever. Nah, but look. I ended up showing her direct deposits. Cause eventually I switched networks. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube, you get to switch networks. And I switched off and I became solo. I became Google AdSense, you know, straight. For those of you who understand me, you understand me. If you don't understand me, this is where Google comes in hand, feel me? So long story short, I had Google AdSense, and they pay you directly to your bank account, like right into it, like a regular job, like a pay stub. So now it looks more official. I'm like, yo, man, look, you know what I'm saying? I was getting paid into PayPal before, but it's whatever. Now it's, you know, straight into the bank account. Yo, man, look at this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at these numbers. Oh, you see this direct? Oh, okay. Nobody's selling drugs, damn. But me gotta, you know, keep make sure mommy understand the vibes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, there's a couple droughts on YouTube, but whenever that happen, you make it happen. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? By other means. You feel me? And that don't mean, and once again, that don't mean moving kilos, bro. Like, damn, like, yo, but you just make it happen. It's like when it's like your job. Like you get laid off at your job at any moment, right? It's the same thing, bro. Like, come on, bro. But what's the moral of the story, right? The moral of the story is this. Even with my mother constantly, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, like she was messing up the dream a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, cause she would like disconnect my internet at random. I couldn't post videos, you know. Even through all that, bro. Even through all that, I always went hard for what I believed in. Like I'm gonna just keep it above with you. Like I always went hard for what I believe. I believe that this that I got going on could lead me somewhere great, and I could bring a whole bunch of people with me, and I could do a whole bunch of. This could be the beginning of something. You feel me? I believe that. I believe that. So since I believe that, there wasn't anything that could stop me from doing what I believe in. As long as you believe in what you want to do, bro, you can really do it all. But you really gotta believe in it. When people tell me, oh, the reason I'm not doing this is because this happened, that's just another way of saying they didn't believe in themselves, or they didn't believe in their dream as they really thought, as they made it seem they did. When you really believe in something, you gonna make it happen by any means possible. I'm telling you, bro. I could be outside, like no crib or nothing, bro. I'm gonna figure it out, bro. I'm gonna go post that vid, bro, because I really like to post videos. That's what I like to do, feel me? Maybe one day I'm not gonna like to post no more, bro. Maybe I wanna go do some other stuff, and I'm gonna do that stuff, and I'm gonna do it by any means possible. Like, you don't need to make anyone else happy. Don't try to make other people happy in terms of, like, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff that they want you to do so that they could be happy. Make yourself happy. In the long run, you're gonna thank me later. I ain't gonna lie, my mom's smiling way more nowadays, you know what I'm saying? She see the kid, you know what I'm saying? She's smiling way more. Gotta put that pain in, bro. Ain't nothing, you ain't gonna get nothing easy, bro. Ain't nothing the easy way, bro. Every person that I met that wanna get it the easy way, but where they at? Nowhere to be found, bro. I'm keeping it buck with you. But yo, that's pretty much it, man. I hope it's not too long of a story time. I know it's kind of it's not really like a lit story time, but more like an interesting story time, more of an eye opener, a couple life lessons too, you know what I'm saying? I drop some gems in there, whatever, and just stuff I learned, you feel me? But always put that pain in, you feel me? It's your boy Phanum on the mic, man. Go ahead and drop a like, man. Subscribe if you haven't already, man, and catch me in the next one, alright?